Okay, what I meant to say, because I'm not gonna lie, I messed up the last video, so I just ended it. But what I meant to say was, I should probably start looking at my notes, because it's kind of already ingrained in my head what I look at, and I'm not saying the strategy is good, but it is already ingrained in my head. Um, First I like to look at the different time frames, right? So I look at the direction of the market. I'm just gonna use this one for example because this was going nowhere. So this is an hour. So if it's a bullish is going up and bearish is moving down. And an easy way to remember that is that bulls attack up, bears attack down. I think that's literally the reason why it's called that. All right. If you look in general, I like to look at just the general direction of the market, how it's actually moving throughout time. Is this supposed to be? Is this supposed to be? Oh, I'm just gonna whatever. I'm just gonna reset it. You know what I mean? I think it's good to look at the direction of the actual market and see where it's going. This isn't going to be heavily edited, by the way, because I have a lot I have to do like outside of this. As you can see, this is a bullish market. Sorry. So then you get back. I like to look at the 1 minute time frame for anything. Why does it reset to this, by the way? Also, do I have indicators on? Because like I hate this view. Why is it blue? I don't know. Okay, ready? So, a fair value gap. Let me try to find one, or a good example of what I would say is good to look at. Okay, yeah, this is perfect for inverse fair value gaps. So, we have a bullish fair value gap right here, and then I already showed this one, but you have a bullish fair value gap. It closes above. And you can see these candlesticks. This, in my opinion, is where you can't get greedy and you can't get impatient because you see it coming down and then you see that it breaks. So this is now an inverse fair value gap right here, probably right there, because I think that might have closed right below. And then it starts to retrace back up, but then it drops drastically. This is also a liquidity sweep, I believe. Please correct me if I'm wrong on anything. This right here is liquidity, and you can, I don't know how to explain it. I feel like it just makes sense. Like, I feel like a lot of this makes sense. And I feel like trading is way overcomplicated in the sense of this is just liquidity. It just makes sense. Like, you went up, you start going down, you got a new high. Oh, wait, this is a little bit better. You got a high. And then you get a new low right beneath the fair value gap. Start to retrace up, and you drop, but it doesn't really matter because it's already broken, so this should already be a fair value gap to my knowledge. And then you start to go down, and then you get a new low right there. And then you start to retrace back up. And then the market starts moving sideways, pretty much, for the rest of, or for the past like 30 minutes. But you did have a big drop. So that's one of my strategies right now. I wait for fair value gaps to get broken, become inverse fair value gaps, and then it's kind of, I don't know if it's just NVIDIA. Oh, this isn't even NVIDIA. This is, yes. You wait for that to happen, and then, in my opinion, I feel like it's kind of predictable. I feel like where people go wrong is when they get greedy and they think that the price is gonna drop more than it is. You know what I mean? Does that make any sense? Any traders? Let me know. Because obviously, if you're taking the short position is selling, the long position is buying. If you're taking the short position, you shouldn't have your thing down here. That makes no sense, I feel like, because the market never got that low. Like, that would be kind of crazy to bet on. I don't know if that's where people go wrong. Where do people go wrong? Like, throughout the day. And nobody can predict it. I feel like a big part, I was talking to a few people. I can actually pull it up. I'm not going to pull it up. I'll pull it up on this. But some people say that they only use IFGs. And then I joined a bunch of Discord servers, and they said the psychology is the most important part. You can't revenge trade, you can't overtrade. I'm kind of overtrading right now, because I want to get the experience. So I spend a lot of time just placing. Like, I've already placed 100 trades. Let's see what my first one was. The 12th. I placed 100 trades in 4 days. That's definitely not good, but at the same time, I'm trying to get that experience so I can become a profitable trader. And once I start trading with real money, it's going to be way different. I'm going to stop over trading because I feel like that's just stupid. But that's where I'm at right now. If you have any recommendations, any suggestions, I'm not gonna sit here and try to teach anything. I'm just gonna show. I'm pretty much just gonna check in and see say where I'm at in this, because teaching it doesn't really make too much sense because I'm not good enough. I wouldn't be a good mentor. So if you're here for a mentorship, you are definitely in the wrong place. But if you're here to follow my journey and give tips, and I want to create a Discord, so join a community of people also trying to learn trading or just entrepreneurship and YouTube content creation, anything. I want to start that. And if people see this and they get this far into the video, please let me know if I should create that, and we can work and build together to make a community of traders, entrepreneurs, whatever, just people trying to better their lives, better themselves. I think that's gonna cap it off. I know this probably made no sense whatsoever, but I'm getting there. All right, I'll catch y'all. Hold up. Ooh. All right.